Hey everybody, Puzzle Max here, and today we've got a really cool new puzzle from Kanyon's Cubes. This is the third puzzle I've gotten from him, and everything's been great quality. I've already opened this one and looked at it some, but I figured I'd leave it in the box to show it off from there. Uh, Imagine if a pentahedron and a square-1 had a baby. What do you think you'd get? Well, you would get the newest creation from Kanyon's Cubes, the Reuleaux-1. It's basically what I said. It's a pentahedron with square-1 style cuts, named because the triangle on the top looks and kind of resembles a rouleau triangle. This is a cool looking puzzle. As soon as he premiered it on his YouTube, link in the description, I knew I had to have it. It was a great looking puzzle, 3D printed. All of his stuff that I have is great quality. And this one came non-stickered, black plastic, so I have to put the stickers on myself, so I'm fine with that. You'll see that in a second. But I got the chance to fiddle around with this without stickers for a while, which is always fun because you can mess things up and not have to worry about hurting anything. The cut runs straight through this right-hand side, leaving this left-hand side all as one slice, which means this left-hand turn functions just like your normal left-hand turn on a pentahedron puzzle. So that's going to make the solving of the triangles, the corners rather, just like solving the corners of a pentahedron. And from what I've fiddled around with, you can also include these sets of edges because they're the same ratio when they're paired up. They're the same size as the corners. So these edges and the corners are the same size, which means I can actually swap this corner with this set of triangles and move this set of triangle edges down to this corner piece. So if I just do left, down, inverse, left, and then bring this over to here, and then left, down, inverse, left, and then undo that upturn, the edges that were here have actually moved down to this position where there was a corner, and this corner has moved up to here. So that's going to be really helpful in getting the edge pieces in place as well as the corner pieces. This shapeshift's really cool. You can actually get to a spot. Let's see if I can do it quickly here. You can actually reach a spot where you have all of your edges on the top in a nice circle and all of your corners on the bottom. Getting this back to puzzle shape wasn't terribly difficult if I remember correctly. It's something like that, and then that. So now it's back to puzzle shape. The hardest part in this is going to be reducing the edges, and let's go ahead and put the stickers on, and I'll explain more as to why that's going to be difficult here in a second. So give me 1 second, I'll be right back with the stickers on. And we're back with the Reuleaux-1. Again, great puzzle, and now it looks a whole lot prettier because all the stickers are on. A fun DIY sticker project, great quality stickers, everything stuck first try, no issues there. Printing was great, so everything was smoothed out really nice. So this is a really cool puzzle, and even in stickering I had a little project to do because I put the red in the wrong place so that when I finished the stickering, blue would have been on the other side. So I had to swap the white and the yellow. That project was a little task, but it wasn't too bad. You can get the same parity on this that you can on a normal square-1, where the center is flipped the opposite direction, that middle layer. And that's the same fix, but it doesn't change the shape of the puzzle now. So now your centerpiece is flipped 180 degrees. So I had to do a little bit of work with that corner algorithm that I showed at the beginning. But great quality puzzle, and the coolest part about this is these edge pieces, all 12 edge pieces on the puzzle are identical, including the two with the same colors. So these two red and yellow pieces are identical, blue and yellow, same all around the puzzle. That means there's guaranteed to be a false equivocation parity on this puzzle, because chances are in reducing these edges, you'll have put this red and yellow here and this red and yellow here, and it'll result in having two corners swapped at the end. That means that not only will I have to find some way of fixing all of the corners, or all of the edges, reducing all of the edges, but I'll also have to find a reliable method of taking those edges out and putting them back in swapped. So it's going to be a challenge. I have some ideas, but I'm not exactly sure how to go about it. Again, this is the Reuleaux-1, basically Square-1 cuts on a pentahedron from Kanyon's cubes. Links to his shop and his YouTube are going to be down on in the description. Be sure to check that out. He's got great quality stuff. He's got some awesome Square-1 style mods. This one is really cool. I'm still trying to wrap my head around everything. Let's go ahead and try that corner cycle that I showed at the beginning without colors to swap this white, blue, and yellow, white, blue, and red corner up to this position, this white, blue, and yellow corner over to these two pieces, and these two edge pieces down to here. Let's see if it messes up anything else on the puzzle. I don't know. It may move some other pieces on the bottom. We'll have to see. So that's just left, down, inverse, left. And we bring this over, and then left, down, inverse, left. Bring that back to here. That's where it was. And cool, that's a pure 3-cycle. That's the same exact algorithm that you would use to swap corners on a pentahedron, and that's a pure 3-cycle on this puzzle, involving the edges and 2 corners. That means you can use that algorithm with any style of piece that you want, which means that will possibly be the algorithm needed to fix a false equivocation at the end of a solve. So let's go ahead and do this the other direction and see if it works the same way the other direction. So this is going to bring these yellow and red edges up to this position where they belong, this yellow and red and blue corner over to here, and this white, red, and blue corner down to here. So let's just try that the opposite direction. So left, down, inverse, left, and then bring this over to here, and then left, down, inverse, left. So it works either direction. That means you can swap any of these pieces for any piece that's sitting in this corner position down here. That's a really handy thing to know. All right, I know you're all dying to see it, and so am I, so let's scramble this thing up and just take a shot at getting some of the stuff reduced and see what can be done here. I think the best way to reduce this is just going to be, or best way to scramble this is just going to be some haphazard turns. There's a lot of positions where things can turn, but there's also a lot of positions where things are already lined up and already reduced before making a turn. So I want to make this as broken up as possible. So let's find some other positions that haven't been used yet down here. These blues are still together, so let's break those up if possible. Let's bring them up here and then bring them back down the other way. And this may be very similar to reducing the corners, or the corners on a square 2 using just intuitive concepts and logic. And if that's the case, it's going to be really neat. And the parity on this may also be very, very similar to the parity on a standard square 1. There's a very intuitive fix for that. And if that's the case, then this puzzle is not going to be terribly difficult. Let's see. All right, I think that's pretty well scrambled. I mean, you can see lots of stuff is rearranged here, lots of stuff's moved around. So I know the top face has got to be my yellow, but I don't have to pay attention since I'm not reducing corners. I just need to pay attention to 2 colors for each one of these. So let's just try and reduce these intuitively and see how well I can do here. Let's see, red and yellow, that'll pair those up. Let's see, I've got this green and yellow, but I've got to get this red and yellow out of the way first. And then let's find the green and yellow down here. Nothing's going to get broken there, nothing's going to get broken there. That's fine. So all of my yellows are reduced. I've got yellow and green, yellow, blue, yellow, red. So let's see if I can reduce some of the other stuff here. without breaking the reds. So there's the white and green, that's done. The white and red, do I have a white and red up top here? I do, but I can't move it the way I need to, so let's bring that around. Still can't. Let's bring... Can't make that turn either. These may have to be reduced simultaneously. We'll see, though. Because here, I can't reduce that. It's going to put them in the wrong place. Let's get you down to the bottom. Now I should be able to... No, not quite. That's going to break up my yellow and red there. And my yellow and green there. So I need to get that green, that red here somehow. Let's just move some stuff a little freely. There's the other yellow and white and red, rather. Can I make a turn there yet? No, not quite. There's my blue and red. So let's see here. Let's put this green and red opposite this white and red if I can. Now the white and blue can be reduced. And now I've got issues. That broke up the white and green that I already had reduced, though. I broke that up somewhere in the process. So this is my first attempt at this, so don't laugh too hard while you're watching if you see something that I'm missing. Let's bring that around. Aha! Everything has been reduced. So I've got all of my edges reduced. Again, I can almost assure you there's a false equivocation on this puzzle, which means there's a good chance that some of these are not in the right place yet, but they're all matched up color-wise. So now, let's see if I can get this back to puzzle shape, which shouldn't be terribly difficult, I don't think. Because if I'm not mistaken, it's just going to be a matter of getting the circle on one face. Then I bring this down here, I put 2 on that side, 2 on this side, make the slice again, bring 2 up here, bring the corners down there in that position, and make that. And now we've reduced this to the right shape. So from here, I think I can just use that Pentahedron corner piece series that I was using to put everything where it belongs. The first face I may be able to do intuitively, but there's going to be a challenge with... Actually, you may be able to do all of these intuitively, because this may be the situation where if you get one face, if I get all of these yellows correct, and actually this needs to be my white face. So if I get all of these whites correct, this may be this type of situation where if I get all of these, then the yellows will fall into place, just like the edges of a pentahedron, since there's only 3 of them there. So this is my... Let's see, red, white, no, this needs to be my yellow face. I had that right the first time. So this needs to be yellow, so let's just put those up there. They're not correct there, so let's bring this down, bring this one up. Now I need to put the green with the yellow and red. So let's see here. Let's get that out of the way. Move this over to here, bring this back, and then bring that back up. So those are correct, and it does not fix all of the others. Very interesting to note. So I've got all of my yellows in place, red, yellow, green. So I've got all of the yellow edges in place, but the white edges did not fall into place. This could be part of the parity, I don't know. So let's just use what I know from the that corner piece series to put things into place. So I need to get this blue and white edges up to this top face so that I can move them down to the bottom. The red one is correct. It doesn't matter which one's actually. One of them is going to be correct, the rest aren't. So let's put the green one in correct first and get this red one up to the top. So this is going to move this red and white up to here. This corner I'm going to move back to here, and this corner is going to come down here. It's going to take it out of puzzle shape, but I'll still have places to put everything. So left, down, inverse, left, and then bring this corner around, and then left, down, inverse, left. Okay, and use my yellow edges as my guides, so that's fine. I know that I had the green, white edges in place, so now I need to do another sequence that is going to move this blue and white edge section up to the top and put this blue and red, or this white and red edges back here. So I can do that with this same corner. I'm just going to move these blue and white edges up to this corner. This corner is going to swap over to here, and then these white and red ones are going to come back down here. So let's put those in place in a corner position. Left, down, inverse, left. Bring that corner those edges that I want to move in, and then left, down, inverse, left. And again, all of my yellow edges are in place, and now 2 of my white edges are correct. So this last one, I'm just going to do the same thing. This is the position I need this white and blue edge section to go. So this white is going to go up here, this corner is going to go up here, this corner is going to come across to here, and this corner is going to, this edges are going to come down here. It's going to retain cube or puzzle shape. It's going to return it to puzzle shape and fix all of the edges. So left, down, inverse, left. Bring these blue ones around to that corner position, and then left, down, inverse, left. And if I'm not mistaken, all of my edges should now be in the correct place. Sweet. And if I look at my color scheme, I know that's right because I did red, white, and blue. So I know that's correct. Now I can use that same exact corner piece series to fix corners. So I've got the red, white, and green back here that I know needs to go in this position. So let's start with that. Left, down, inverse, left. Bring the one I want to move to the bottom over, and left, down, inverse, left. That's done there. And let's see here. Let's find another one that I want to move in. Here I've got the red and blue and white down here. And I've got the red, blue, and white corner up here. So let's just do that one more time. So left, down, inverse, left. Bring this up. Left, down, inverse, left. And bring that back around, and we're good. And no parity here, because I've got a pure 3 cycle of these corners remaining. So this red, yellow, and blue needs to go into this position. This yellow, green, and blue needs to go back here. And this white, green, and blue needs to come down here. So this will fix everything. So left, down, inverse, left. Bring this other corner in. Left, down, inverse, left. And we are solved. Great puzzle. Very, very fun. Not too challenging, but there's some thought involved. You got a plan where you need to move stuff. I didn't come across a parity this time. Doesn't mean there's not one. I still think that because any of these edges can fit in the same spot, I still think there's a parity of false equivocation somewhere in that solve that I just didn't come across this time. So yeah, shout out to Kanyon's Cubes. big props for this puzzle. It's really cool. It's nice and small. It's going to fit on my shelf easy. I'm not going to have to rearrange a bunch of stuff to fit it in. Stickering it was fun. I love doing DIY stickers. Always fun there. Turns great. Looks great. And nice, unique twist on Pentahedron and Square-1 concepts. Very cool. Check out the links below to the shop, Kanyon's Cubes shop, and his YouTube channel. He's always posting new videos of new puzzles, new ideas, and sometimes he'll have lots of stuff available. Sometimes in the store there's less available, but he makes some great quality puzzles, some cool cuboids, some cool Square-1 variations. So check it out. This was a really fun puzzle. I'm glad I got this, and I'm glad I figured it out on camera here. Very challenging. Well, not very challenging, but thought-provoking. You definitely had to think about it. And I enjoyed the solve. So with that, check out Kanyon's Cubes, grab a puzzle, and as always, happy solving.